happening?
Any kind of dilly-dallying, that's the government. Any kind of pussyfooting, that's the government. Any kind of act that's designed to delay or deprive you and me right now of getting full rights, that's the government that's responsible. We call an individual into existence, and when that individual comes, I make no apologies for what I'm about to say.
Rough, rugged, and real, you're on standstill to obey your case, so let the man build. Words of rapture that you have to capture, and I just slapped ya with a handful of literature. This dope, deaf, fresh, hype, choice, smooth, and raw. Rappers I replace, rub out, and erase. Competition, you must be on freebase, smoking or joking, bound to be broken. Now get your damn hands off the mic that I'm choking. Cause I got a stranglehold. You're still cold on parole for the role you stole. Rhymes that you yell out, but you did sell out. Crossed over, lost over here, and I get the hell out. I'm not a pop star, rock and roller, I'm a rebel, blessed. Able to hold a mic like a hammer and drop grammar, treat a rapper like a wrestler and body slam them. Those who dispute get treated just like a prostitute. They get the boot and blade like a flute, so just play mute. Don't even whisper, open your mouth to speak and I'ma dish your ragtag and dog. Put you in the morgue because you're petty confetti and not ready to rock steady. In other words, you're half-stepping, tiptoeing, get going. Because my weapon is not a 9, a Uzi or a shotgun. But when it come to hype rhymes, I got one. Just like the album is still the same. Long live the cane, ain't a damn thing changed. I still get ill and kill at will and build the skill to fill your grill. So don't tell me you're real. We sample beats, you sue and try to fight us. Man, you still be home with arthritis. If we didn't revive and bring back alive old beats that we appreciated, you wouldn't survive. You'd be another memory to us. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. So understand the way that I live, that's positive. And the message I got to give is a benefit for you and me. I'm talking about P-E-A-C-E. The chosen one that has turned the new leaf. I got gold teeth and they don't chew beef. No pork on my fork, strictly fish on my dish. The cane fallen victim, sucker you wish. I flow like water, slaughter, put you out of order. Floored ya. Rappers are ragging and tagging and snagging and bragging to be on the bandwagon, but I'm the last dragon with the knack to attract the pack. So just get back. I'm young, gifted, and black.
Yeah, once again, I want to welcome everybody to another edition of Black Poet Matters. As we continue to honor Black History Month, you know, normally the Black Poet Matters sessions take place once a month. But we decided to do this once a week for Black History Month. So we want to definitely welcome everybody that is out there on Facebook and on the YouTube. We thank and appreciate everybody that's out there listening. So let everybody know that the show has started. And, you know, just feel free to share the video, share the love, share. Also, while you're here, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, we just want you to like the channel for Bassment Entertainment. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and also hit the bell on both for notifications. So whenever we go live, you will get the information. You will get that notification. So once again, just thank everybody for tuning in this evening as we are honoring Black History Month with the Black Poet Matters. This was a session that started last year in July with co-producer Chris D. Sims, a.k.a. UniverSouLove, who happens to be celebrating his birthday today. So he's out there with the collective, so happy birthday to Chris today. Also, we are honoring the birthday of brother Burnett, Coburn as well. You'll be hearing from him and his poetry later on in this evening. He's one of the poets that's on the line, so definitely just saying happy birthday to them. But once again, just everybody out there that's for the time being, as you're getting yourself situated and getting yourself something to drink, something to eat while you listen, just get up on your feet and just, you know, give a round of applause and just say happy birthday once again to Chris and say happy birthday to Burnett once again right about this time. So once again, the Black Poet Matters are here. It's a collective of poets. Minus myself, we have a collective of poets who been doing this for a while. And once again, these sessions have been going on since July 2020, where we decided to come together once a month and everybody's just displaying their talents to the world. So once again, we do appreciate everybody that's been tuning in consistently. So once again, it's Black Poet Matters. These are the matters of Black poets. They're going to discuss that today as well. And also, once again, being that it is Black History Month, we're going to probably the little facts out there, honor, some people, honor some events as well. One of them, of course, being Frederick Douglass, whose birthday is around this time. Also, we're going to be talking about a few things with regards to Black History Month as we continue to go on. So once again, just hoping everybody is liked and subscribed so you can stay well connected to this program throughout the evening and let everybody else know what's going on. So at this time, we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to introduce the first poet for the night. He goes by the name of Charles White, who lives in Rockford, Illinois, where he was born and raised in New Orleans. And he began performing poetry almost 30 years ago. We're not going to tell his age, but once again, he's been doing this thing for a very, very long time. So he's been doing poetry for almost 30 years. And he has won several poetry slams. And in 2018, he won one of 6 prizes in the Rockford New Play Festival. He's married with 3 children. He is an English teacher at the Winnebago Juvenile Detention Center. And lastly, he has several degrees, all concentrated in education. And he's here to educate you all tonight. So once again, I want to introduce to you all Charles White.
Okay, thank you. I am so happy to be here as always to actually be able to actually speak the matters that matter to Black poets and also to the world. As far as Black History Month, Frederick Douglass was actually born around this time this month, and I know that there's an interesting fact about Frederick Douglass. He actually got into a fight with his master, Mr. Covey, because Mr. Covey wanted him to actually do some things he didn't want to do, and the man had already beat him unmercifully. So basically Frederick Douglass attacked his master and he beat him. And what's funny, he didn't kill him, but his master never did lay his hands on him again. And that was uncommon for a slave to escape with his life after beating a white man that owned him way back in those days, in those dark days in our American history. But I wanted to share that fact that Frederick Douglass was a man that was willing to fight people that owned him who could have killed him without any retribution for freedom. So that was my history. That was my fact about Frederick Douglass, a great abolitionist and a great man that we should all continue to honor in school and throughout America. So as far as my first piece, matter of fact, my actual first 3 pieces was centered on one of my favorite types of music, which is the blues, because my mother raised me on the blues. Her being a Mississippi woman, that's all she played and got done in my childhood. Everything from B.B. King to Bobby Blue Bland to Little Milton, every blues master, heavy-throated man you could think of that could actually carry a guitar and spit some pain out of his mouth. That's what she listened to. So the first piece is titled simply The Blues. In the dark, dusty confines of a blues club, sit a man in a faded fedora and a pinstripe suit. An acoustic guitar sits on his lap as he strums a tune. The old fingers lay on the strings like a lover. Sound waves carry oceans of memory. His pain is my pain, as my heart is slain by his remembrances of heartbreak. Ba-dub, I hear your pain. Ba-dub, but Lord, how much you have gained. Each day of breath adds to his quilt of life, made of patches and strings, things that he has seen and done. His verses are like films in the mind's universe. These lines make you search your own soul and examine the toils of the burdens you have taken. Makes you remember how many times you were mistaken love for lust and lies for trust. Ba-dub, I hear your pain. Ba-dub, but Lord, how much you have gained. The blues speaks in tones of pain and loss. Slave masters' whips on backs echo in each hard strum of the guitar. It sinks into my soul and lives there. Ba-dub, I hear your pain. Ba-dub, but Lord, how much you have gained. It buries into my bones, echoing the songs of the great blues magicians howling wolf in muddy waters. Wolf lies on the killing floor with his pain. Muddy is not a boy, but a mannish boy, announcing he is not a man. He's not a boy in a man's body, but just a man. Ba-dub, I hear your pain. Ba-dub, but Lord, how much you have gained. Our history lays in each verse, as terse as a stretched rope. The songs break hope in the lives that have none. It holds the genes of an African people. It reverberates across time. The blues is a book laid on the shelf of humanity. It beckons people to find it and open it and read the scribbles of men that still sit in the smoky bowels of a blues club and spits their pain and triumphs in the history. Thank you. That's that first piece. The next piece is titled, A Blues Man Met a Reggae Queen. A blues man met a reggae queen. Deep in the blueness of his soul, he spotted her. She was wrapped in bright fabric, a Jamaican sunset. Eyes shimmered, a sandy beach in the moonlight. Hair curls bounced with each step of well-formed hips. Clothes glided over her form like ocean waves. She quenched a deep thirst in the blues man. He fell in the endless eyes, deep like guitar riffs. Melodic sounds escaped coconut brown lips. Hums and bebops caressed the blues man. He imagined the warmness of waiting arms. He called to her. She turned, caught a glance of soft pleading eyes. He swept the guitar from his back, whispered, please sit with me. Nestled in the sand, his fingers told stories through guitar strings and together shared the music in their souls. That's the second piece. My next piece is titled, The Queen of the Blues. A slow, steady beat pours out the guitar. It envelops and steps into her soul. She spins on her heels to the rhythm that hits like a hammer and causes her hand to wave. Her back curves, it almost grazes the floor. Thighs move in beautiful motion. Musical notes dance in her curly latte. Eyes glimmer in anticipation. Cheeks streaked with sweat. She seems to hug the guitar from afar. She spins, dress ruffles up as she shouts to the blues man, play it, boy, kiss me with your music. She is the queen of the blues. Her feet are like lightning, almost frightening how magnificent are the moves. To the floor she spills, exhausted, but fulfilled. She caught the blues. That's that third, that's that piece. Next piece is a piece I wrote recently called the death certificate of the N-word. There it is, dead in the street, bleeding out hate, a well-deserved fate, shot by humanity, loved the bullet that laid it down, terrorized the African American and stole our crown, built chains link by link. In his youth, it rode horses and murdered men and women, tied ropes around necks. I bet it laughed as the life drained and blood spilled from our backs. In its heyday, it burned towns down, prosperous with dreams and hopes, locked up fathers and orphaned sons and daughters. In the bushes, it laid as dogs and slave catchers donned badges sworn to protect all. But we had the gall to believe it meant us too. But nigger killed us anew. Crack rattled in his pockets as it rocked up our sisters and brothers. Placed pipes between lips. America dipped on the tragedy of failed drug wars. The N-word is a monster that brought horrors to America. However, it's dead now. The ink barely dry on this death certificate. And let's hope it's buried and never found. And that's that next piece. The last piece is titled Columbus, A Tale of Deceit. This will be my last one. Columbus, a fake, who murdered thousands with diseases, carrying death on little ships across a canvas of deep blue. A lie told of school kids by smiling teachers, stoking the fires of deceit. Lost like a small child in a shopping mall, misnames a great nation of people, Indians. Never gaze on North American shores. Laid in the Caribbean wearing a dunce cap while ushering in the eradication of millions. A smiling devil filled with trickery. A drunken sailor given a loan to really get lost. Tell the tales of Africans who arrived and mingled with humanity. Musa sailed the seas before Columbus and created cultures, told stories under trees and love without prejudice. Thank you, and that's the end of my set. Thank you for listening.
Yes. So once again, we thank Charles White, everybody. That's all the poets that's in the background. Y'all can take yourself off of mute and just give Charles White a round of applause right now.
Awesome,
and
bro.
Once again, we thank him.
Thank you.
For his set that he performed this evening. So once again, we do encourage everybody that out there that's listening, even though we can't hear you, we want you also to just stand up and get on your feet and just give a round of applause as well. So once again, we thank Charles for the fact on Frederick Douglass that we did not know. So we definitely appreciate the information that you brought forth this day. So once again, also thanking everybody once again that's tuning in as you continue to share and invite everybody as well. Make sure you also like, follow, subscribe to our channels on Facebook and YouTube where you're watching this, so that even when this is gone, you can always go back, or your friends and your family can always go back and enjoy this sessions that we're doing, especially for this month. So we're gonna at this time move on to our next performer. She goes by the name of Econzi Aminata Musa, and she's a mother. She's a poet who works avidly in the community, assisting with resources, skills, and employment. And she started putting her matters to paper over 25 years ago, and watched her writing grow like blossoms in a pen. Now, in 2010, Econzi was a featured artist in rhythm and rhymes in Fresno, California. And she was also born in Fresno, California, and she's a longtime resident of Oakland, California. And after an extensive break, She is returning to the scene without apology. Also, she's also a brand new poet. So, not a brand new poet, brand new author. So once again, you could go over to Amazon and look for Econzi Musa's first book, Life's Golden Lessons, a collection of poetry by Econzi Musa. So once again, we're going to introduce this longtime poet and brand new author who goes by the name of Econzi Musa.
I wake up in the morning and I flash my natty dead, yeah. Give praises to the Most High, YaYah. Then the whole I fresh, ready for the worldwide pressure. It's a heavy like a lead. I deliver this a message with attention to the head of government. Yeah. Time to settle the score. The poor can't take no more. Babylon rotten to the core. Shit still run by a whore, yeah. We not go bow. Yeah. All you intellectual fools now, listen to the youth. They stumble in the paths of darkness, searching for the truth. No more hate, the jazz and the fiddle, the cards of
Greetings all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Giving thanks to YaYah for our history. We all know it can't be summed up in a month, but we share in giving highlights of our past to light the pathway for our future. Giving thanks for the life of Frederick Douglass, who was born on February 14th. Also giving thanks for two other special brothers, part of the Black Poet Matters, Burnett, Coburn, and Christopher D. Sims, birthday blessings. And I'd like to extend an early birthday blessing to my grandmother, who will be 96, Yah willing, on February 19th. This first poem that I'll recite is Golden Link, Black Love. To my brothers who have endured great burdens and hurdled them all, much love to you. I cite your might, your flight, your plight, your manhood tested. Even still, our union remains tight. It warms my heart when you succeed, investing in your dreams to spread wealth and diminish greed. My strength is sharpened each time you utter a word of encouragement. Heck, even a simple nod of acknowledgement has the same effect. History has told the story a million times before. When the Black woman and man stands together, they can break down any door. A distinct bloodline we carry, divine and supreme, building pyramids, language, and science while the caveman was in a frozen dream. So YaYah, what's up? What happened, I say, to the union of the Black woman today? Folks want to act like our history was built on the preferences of today. Like I should forget the Black family's golden link with a simple ashe. When you step to a mirror, then walk away, do you forget what you look like? Probably not. But if you do, once again, step to the reflection of you. Maybe that's the real issue. We've forgotten our reflection. Thousands of years of ridicule and humiliation has dulled our vision of the great Black nation. Now, anyone with a plastic card, plastic smile, plastic style can accommodate as your pseudo-reflection, milking your spiritual DNA in the meanwhile. Someone asked me, what's color got to do with it? And I replied, everything. Read African history from front to back, you'll see what I mean. When Yah created us first, he created a good thing. He gave our color dominance to preserve that destined gene. So what's up? What happened, I say? With this particular issue, I can't move my lips to say ashe. Why? Because I have a battle to fight. The African man has a battle to fight. We need to stand together to restore our crown. How am I supposed to win this one when the man is waltzing around in a freaking gown? How is the black man going to win when his woman sports a self-inflicted frown? We have some work to do in order to heal old wounds, unhealthy communication sounding like distorted tunes. Frankly, every time I hear a black man or woman put each other down while promoting their white preference, the scab is ripped from the wound of my heart. Am I clear? I'm not preaching separatism here. I'm teaching black love and respect and acceptance without any fear. So quit discussing your grudges on black women to other nuthers. Those head wrap wenches have the audacity given by you to snub their nose at the woman of color. They figure, your black man doesn't want you. Our white man creates a use. So who cares if I gaffle your garb, your lingo, and your man in front of you? Brothers, I'm pleading with you. Be constructive with your frustrations regarding Mama Africa. Don't let our business be spilled in the streets. How many times have we been tolerant of you when you were full of deceit? We need to face our conflicts one-on-one. YaYah will see us through. This ain't about bashing brothers, because sisters, I got a word for you. Stop verbally castrating our brothers in the form an old master taught you. What man in his right mind wants to commit to a crazy shrew? It's not, if it's a man you want, quit calling him your baby. If it's respect you want, try acting like a lady. When he calls you mama, put him in his place. Because when you scold him like a child, he's all in your face. Sisters was given the strength of the tongue while a man was given physical might. So when you back him in a corner with words, the likelihood is a physical fight. I'm not saying be passive and down pressed by your man. If you learn how to voice your opinions with tact, he might just understand. Constructive communication is a must. One too many generations have taught us how to fuss. Throw on your royal gown, replace your royal crown. Queens, when we can only rise up once we've been trampled down. An elder once told me it's not what you say, but how you say it. We can scream our frustrations about the bills, but in the end, we still gotta pay it. Black woman, I know what it's like being required to be strong, then put down for handling your business like you did something wrong. We need to think strategically about our predicament, using we instead of I. Supporting each other through this common battle is the only way we'll get by. So YaYah, what's up? What happened, I say? Is watering down your bloodline the price you're willing to pay? Oh yeah, you chocolate beauties, Billy Bob will buy your clothes, pay your car note too, as long as he can test the shoes of a black man as he fervently buys you. Black women on the auction block have taken a whole different form. Shaking their naked behinds on BET and MTV have become the norm, as our brothers stand on the sideline shouting, flip it, turn it, dip it some more. Thanks to you, we can't even walk down the street without men of other colors treating us like freaks. Black men on the auction block have taken a whole different form. If they get caught up with the wrong dang sister, the shackle called child support becomes their norm. Not all brothers are cop-outs, dodging their responsibilities as a dad. They can work their tails off for 40 hours a week and the quality of life is still bad. To the brothers who are deadbeats wearing $100 sneakers and bragging, don't complain about nothing when the system finds you lagging. Take some responsibility for all of your behaviors. If you deal with nothing but chicken heads, why pretend to be a savior? Ladies, if you choose to be with an insecure, ignorant man, don't cuss him out saying his presence you just can't stand. When respect leaves the picture and love gone out the door, when communication is broken, train to say no more, no more, no more. The first time it happens, I can understand your pain. But the fifth, sixth, and seventh time it happens, you have no room to complain. A person will only do what you allow them. That's the universal rules of the game. Know your creator. Know your worth. Love thyself today. To this, brothers and sisters, I've got to say ashe, ashe, ashe. This final poem is entitled Flowers in Our Garden. Upon hearing your voice and the contents of your words, I was mesmerized, honeyfied, yes, swept up like a carpet ride. There was so much in common and just enough differences, revealing more of Yahweh's creativity, even amongst the hits and the misses. Seeing you through fresh eyes, my heart grew warm. Never did I fathom a pull so strong. Had me contemplating if something so right could be so wrong. Everything happens for a reason and a season, like the flowers in our gardens. So I savor the moment shared, tilling the soil of lessons so the soil never hardens. I've watered this garden with the purest of my tears, contemplating the essence of you as the harvest of love and progress nears. Thank you.
Yes, okay.
Awesome. Awesome work, Econzi.
Yes, yes. So once again, everybody out there, give a round of applause for Econzi Musa on her set. Once again, all the poets in the building, you're going to mute yourselves as you just did and just give congratulations and hand claps and everything for Econzi Musa for her performance. Also, I put it out there in the chat. She once again, she is a brand new author. So you can go purchase her book. And I'll put the link over in the YouTube because we have some listeners and we have some viewers over in YouTube as well. So once again, we do encourage everybody to support all of the poets. As we go along, we're going to mention the works that they have out there. Some of them have books, some of them have YouTube channels and Facebook pages. We would also like you to like and subscribe to as well. So once again, thanking you all for participating this evening as we continue to move along. And once again, I'm going to introduce our next poet for this evening. He is one of the birthday boys. So once again, everybody out there, you can unmute yourselves and just sing a little happy birthday tune for Burnett Coburn at this time. I don't know who's gonna lead that charge, because we're just gonna allow everybody to introduce and everybody out there that's listening and watching on Facebook as well before we get him to perform. Just sing a quick little happy birthday tune. I see possibly two singers out there.
Let's go. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Yes. So he once again goes, and we're not gonna forget Christopher D. Sims. We're gonna give a little tribute towards the end of the show because it's his birthday as well. But we're gonna introduce our next poet at this time. He goes once again by the name of Brother Burnett Coburn. He writes what he likes, and he writes love poems dedicated to Black women exclusively. And he's authored this book, and I'll put the link out there. Sorbet and Sweet Potato Pudding. It's a picture book, poetry book. I'll put the link in the chat as well. So once again, we do want you to support the works of all of the poets. So once again, just introducing to you all, he goes by the name of Burnett Coburn.
time that my heart was mine. It's all the time, and I'm aware that my heart belongs exclusively to the Black woman. I want to say happy birthday to Brother Christopher. Greetings to my lovely Black Poet Matters family, and greetings to the listening and viewing audience. Love is in the air, and today is my birth strong, so I just want you to celebrate with me as I give you some words of greetings and words of love. And I'll be reading this evening from Sorbet and Sweet Potato Pudding. I'll start with the poem called Honeybee, because you know we got to put a bit of honey as natural sugar is, right? So, Honeybee. There's something about you, Honeybee, that's excitement filled, topped up, running over. You are magic without the magician, woman existential, pure thought, encapsulated by desire, a running stream satisfying, sin tinkling, hot and cold and soothing. You are honey, star apples, purple and green, without the seeds and skin, mushed, essential, life distilled into pure essence, lip smacking good. You are my honeybee. I place a droplet under my tongue, shudder deliciously, palm fronds in a gentle wind, wrap themselves around me, emotions bubble and riot, molten sugar in copper kettles plot, journeying to a crystal state. They fight to be your friends. The wind steals your scent, perfumes, thorny rose bushes and dead trees alike. Butterflies bathe, tumble and scream, save me, honeybee, save me. And I say to you, impeach me, O goddess, if I speak of your gifts to anyone. Alone I share your pleasures with myself. Birds steal them wickedly, place them on telegraph poles to be fawned over. The world is a gawker, a fury of paparazzi in bottle formation. Greet us daily like morning sunlight. I wish they could hear you sing, eavesdrop on our conversations with life, with the universe, with each other. Watch them attend a confessional, free of priests, free of rabbis, free of imams, just you and your voice washing over me until I am cleansed of want, lust-free and alive like a god. Honeybee, I love you. And that, brothers and sisters, is Honeybee. Honeybees all over the world, we love you. I'd like to read for you a poem called Zion Heights. And this poem is going out to all the beautiful African sisters in the world today who feel set upon and feel like the world is against you. We just want you to know that you're loved. And we elevate you to the heights, Zion Heights, Kilimanjaro Heights, and even higher heights. And the highest height is the height of love from your brothers and sisters. This one is called Zion Heights. Black candy, charcoal bliss, ebony princess, my dreamland mistress. Boundless unfiltered desires, on steroid drips. I stand in awe, a sudden groupie transfixed, planted as if in a trance, awaiting silently as you sally forth, head held high as you inexpensively shod feet on red carpeted ceremonial streets, moving effortlessly in polished progress. My prayer, whispered silently, is I wish you could hear shouted by my lilting heart. It says, Empress divine, I melt like butter when you come near. No twilight experiment here, but fallen ice cream on heated noonday pavements bare. You struck the rock in which Excalibur was stuck. A magically explosive fist raised in triumph contains the beckoning finger, a lightning-infused speed indicator with governing power to banish me wordlessly or bid me welcome resplendently. As usual, you know this wouldn't be a poetry reading if I didn't do Ebony Brown. I can never do Ebony Brown enough because even when I get off of stage, people ask me to read it for them privately. So here you go. This one is Ebony Brown. And it's simple. A good friend of mine whose name is Brown is one of the darkest, blackest persons I know. She got more melanin than what's left in heaven. And she said to me, how come you write poems for everybody else and you never wrote a poem for me? And I said, sis, that melanin is so strong, I don't know if I can do you justice. But this is what I did. Ebony Brown. They call her Ebony Brown, but she is black. Sweet Java summer sunshine, equatorial gem of the rarest kind. She walks on hot coals, radiating heat and light, compressing cosmos into desktop globes. She sends fire blazing across Babylon, burns Rome to the ground. Men and people bow before her and attempt uselessly to hide evil deeds and malicious intents. They call her Ebony Brown, but she is black. I lick her fingertips in time to the drum beats of my heart. Sweet, sticky sauces satisfy midnight cravings. Hot pepper treats, the night food of somnambulists, feed billions. Fire gashes, exploding from a bottomless well of silence. Something stirs deep inside me. She feeds my conflagrations with perfume kindling. This ancient modern woman, Miss Ebony Brown. They call her Ebony Brown, yet she is black. Ebony Brown, this mystical magician, author of my multicolored meanderings, makes all things beautifully black. Silence explode into odes as she stokes the volcanoes of my universe. Vesuvius pales in insignificance. Kilimanjaro rocks to the music of her exhalations. Victoria Falls fall in abeyance. Genuflecting nuns and prostrate priests in dire need of resurrection cry. And I, humbled and satiated, smile the smile of the forever blessed. They call her Ebony Brown, but I know she is black. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, you can clap if you want. I won't mind. This one is called April. And I know we're in February, Black History Month and all of that, and particularly today, which is supposed to be the day for lovers. I'm just going to read April. We might call it this evening for Valentine's Day sake, April in February. April. I see blackness dancing at the edges of the stars. Black holes beginning where night light is stopped by closed eyelids. I lock my heart's hatches tightly until she appears, then wail banshee-like, I have seen a star and she is black like midnight. They gather food for cooking by firelight, wood to be burnt in healing circles, hollowed spaces populated by racing hearts glow in sacred phosphorescence. A lighted match flares, is set to kindling, blazes like a billion helium suns, scorched sand grains gathered for a beach, spread themselves like bed sheets. Triplet children chase themselves, boys and girls, boys' hands around girls, dig scorched earth into until fingers burn. I yearn to touch the heat of your soul. Line up burnt matchsticks in circles like life offerings and dance till morning burns through this mountain mist. April, you are my mistress. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my offering for you this evening. Thank you.
Ooh, that was beautiful.
Happy birthday to us.
Yes,
Happy
yes,
birthday,
so,
Great
yes,
job.
yes. So once again, everybody out there, say happy birthday to Burnett. Brother Burnett once again, as he's celebrating his birthday today, along with Christopher D. Sims, and we're gonna acknowledge both of them before we end up the show today. And he mentioned the poem called April, but that brings to mind this is an anthology coming out that we want everybody to get ready for. Because once again, every month we do this virtual poetry series here on Bassment Entertainment on Facebook as well as on YouTube. But we have a book that will be in print in the month of April. It's going to be called Black Poet Matters, and then Poetic Anthology for the Times. So you'll be able to read some of the poems that you heard throughout the past few months from the poets of these sessions. So once again, look out for that. That's going to come out in April. So we just use that little segue from the poem April as we get everybody for the month of April where that poem will be released. So once again, everybody that's out there listening, just make sure you are subscribing to the YouTube channel for Bassment Entertainment. If you're watching on Facebook, just hit like and follow. Also for both, just hit that bell for the notifications whenever we go live. But we definitely want you to subscribe to the channel, like the page, so that way you can be abreast of all of the things that we have coming up. So once again, for this month, Black History Month, we're doing this every week, but we're going to be going back to our regular schedule once a month in the month of March, which happens to be Women's History Month. So next month, we're going to have an all Black female poet session for Women's History Month. So get yourselves ready for that. So once again, we're going to get into our final poet for the evening. When we do it once a month, the sessions are usually longer, but we're doing this weekly. We know a lot of people have things to do. Last week was the Super Bowl. Today, people are doing their little dinner and stuff. Restaurants are open once again in New York City, so not making the sessions go a little bit too long this month. But once again, we just want to do these things quick so we can acknowledge and honor Black History Month. So I'm going to introduce our final poet for the night, and everybody just stays locked in for the cipher that's going to take place afterwards. So Empress Poetry, get ready for this one. So meet the performance artist, poetic activist, author, motivational speaker, and mother, Empress Poetry. Barbados born and Brooklyn, New York bred, this culturally rich and diverse combo gives her a creatively unique edge color palette and a horizon-wide canvas. Empress Poetry cleverly weaves language and molds character through the power of the pen. Her signature performance poetry captures the delicate intricacies of life. So once again, we want to introduce you. She has the book as well. I'll put the link out there in the chat for both, so you can also get her book as she's sipping her wine tonight. She has a book, Water to Wine. So I'll put the link out there for her. So once again, get ready for Empress Poetry.
Turn your lights down low and pull your window curtains. Oh, let your moon come shining into our life again. Saying, ooh, it's been a long, long time. I get this message for you, girl, but it seemed I was never on time. Still I wanna get through to you, girl, on time, on time. I want to give you some love, good, good loving,
Turn the lights down low, allowing moons to cast a glow through open windows upon our ebony skin. Coconut oil glistening like stars, twinkling on our bodies as we lay, intertwined, breathing synchronized. Kiss me. Kiss me where your eyes are drawn to first, then perhaps where I can quench your thirst or quell your hunger. Sip from a fountain that makes you feel younger. Taste honey from my pores comb, sweet and sticky, luring birds to where bees come. Come, welcome. Welcome to the place where my ink's passion flows, where metaphors and rhymes meet, where I conjure poetry and love spells cooked on a slow heat until you reach for me, bends me over Jordan's river so I can be a bridge to world peace or your peace. Roll me like you want to smoke me, inhale me, hold me as you take a deep breath, go deeper as if you seek answers, probe me. May your discovery please you. Hopefully you'll discover that it is you and you alone that I need, but till then, let me feed you. Feed you food for thought to make you crave me. Turn you on sapiosexually. Use my words to arouse you mentally. Spit game to you like this is poetry. Take you on a mystical journey. Teach you my native Bajan brought up, see? Show you that you can trust me. Believe me so. Turn the lights down low, allowing moon to cast her glow through open windows upon our ebony skin. Coconut oil glistening like stars, twinkling on our bodies as we lay, intertwined, breathing, synchronized. Kiss me. Good evening, everybody. That's my first piece. My next piece is a piece that one of the two birthday boys thoroughly enjoys every time I perform it. So this is my ice cream dream. Happy birthday, Brother Burnett and Brother Chris. There he was across the room, this butter pecan brother fresh out of a magazine, smooth and premium, nice and cool, refreshing. I called him Haagen-Dazs, made me want to grab a spoon and scoop a taste. I held my breath as the spotlight crossed his face. Delicious. Didn't need to dress him up with sprinkles, but for damn sure he could get him that. A creation of divinity, created just for me. I thank God in one breath and ask forgiveness in another, for the thoughts running through my mind were not of a spiritual nature. It was lust. I lusted to take this butter pecan smooth brother, feel him melting in my mouth, swirl him around my throat as I would a taste of vintage wine, spread him across my body, feel him saturate into my pores, becoming a part of my bloodline, flow from my head to my toes. This butter pecan smooth brother spoke with a musical voice. He was Barry White, music soul child, and Luther or rapped in one. He was as soulful as it gets. My palms started to sweat as I imagined holding him, listening to that voice whispering in my ear, all the seductive things I needed to hear, penetrating my heart and moving straight into my soul. That vacancy had been filled. Now I know I should take it slow, but the urgencies in my heaven cleared the clouds away and allowed him access to my flowing river of milk and honey. Now I know to some folks this may seem funny, but I could not define this dream from reality. For I felt him touch me, I felt him enter me, I felt him become me, and I became him. Damn, lust was about to win. See, I was trying to be good while giving it to him good without being a bad girl, but how could I? How could I not indulge? I lusted to savor his flavor, feel the texture of his soul, explore his intricate design, allow him to invade my body while I invaded his mind with thoughts of ecstasy, telling him everything I needed him to do to me. I found myself tossing and turning, trying not to wake up just yet. But my ice cream dream melted, and I woke up wet. And that's that piece. Okay, I got a surprise performer coming on to join me. Mimi Spence is going to join me for my final piece. Is she unmuted?
Hi, everybody.
All right, so this is my friend Mimi, my sister, my love. And she and I are gonna do this last piece. It's dedicated to every Black man out there because I don't care what y'all say, this Black woman loves you. So this piece is called Ready.
I am ready for love.
My coffee black strong and not too sweet.
Why are you hiding?
Who hasn't such an air of confidence it walks like there's clouds beneath his feet, but it's not conceit.
My freedom.
He's secure. Damn sure about the man he was created to be. He studies the word math and his ancestry. He is aware. And a man who's armed with knowledge can walk his battlefields with no fear. His destiny is clear. For his job as the head, he is old. Yeah, I respect his role. I appreciate the way he treats me. I know his upbringing was whole.
And all the time.
He knows me as royalty. Accepts my past as just that. Past.
Just to stay.
He provides me a love that will last. A passion that flows from my toes to my follicles. That makes me dance in the doorway. My Black love. And
maybe you think I need
for him to give me that which I crave. I've had my share of substitutes, but now I'm afraid he nurtures me.
Cause you might receive,
and in my poetry,
but if you ask me tomorrow,
and faith into my cup,
I'll say the same thing.
And I'm
ready
to learn
for
love. This is
will you please?
I'm ready to step back and you do what you do, my chocolate diamond, my king.
I promise I won't complain. I just need you to acknowledge I am here. I am ready for love. If you take me in your hands, I will learn what you teach and do the best that I can. I am ready for love. Here with an offering of my voice, my eyes, my soul, my mind. Tell me what is enough to prove I am ready for love.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mimi Spence. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
And that's my set. Happy Valentine's, everyone.
That was amazing, Empress. Amazing, Miss Michelle Spence. Beautiful.
Much heat to the place right now. I think I'm burning up somehow.
Yes, so once again, give it up for Empress Poetry, as well as Mimi Spence on the background for the vocals. So once again, just give it up, clap it up for our poets this evening. So we have come to the conclusion of this evening's Black Poet Matters. But of course, we have a grand finale that we always do for every session. This was something that was introduced by Osagyefo, whose camera we see out there. So at the end of every session, we have a cipher from the poets that performed. So we're gonna get one line each. This is basically gonna be building a poem on the spot from the performers that performed. So we're gonna get one line each from this evening's performers. So we're gonna start from the top, and we're gonna hear from Brother Charles White once again. Gotta unmute yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I apologize. She's the queen of the blues. Her feet are like lightning, almost frightening how magnificent are the moves. So the floor she spills, exhausted but fulfilled, she caught the blues. Thank you.
Next up, Econzi, Musa.
Everything happens for a reason and a season, like the flowers in our garden. So I savor the moment shared, tilling the soil of love, so the soil never hardens.
Next up, we have Burnett, Coburn.
I am ready for love. Take me in your arms and squeeze me, juice me like an orange. Me until I'm dry. I am ready for love. Take me in your arms and squeeze me.
And next we have Empress Poetry.
My chocolate diamond, my king, your black butterfly is ready for you.
This request comes directly from
So once again, we thank you all for listening, for participating in this evening's program. Once again, just feel free to like, share, subscribe to our channel, to our page, so you know. But next week we'll be back. Next week we have in the lineup LaVan Robinson. We have Eyes Awake. Ross YaYah, we might swap him out. He has another engagement as well for next week, so we may not hear from him next week, but we'll hear from him in the final week. And next week we definitely should be hearing from Latisha, Stewart as well. So once again, we thank everybody for participating and tuning in to the program this evening. Yeah, so once again, just thanking everybody for tuning into the program this evening. So once again, just make sure you keep it locked and tuned in for next week, as once again we continue to do this weekly in honor of Black History Month. I see Wayne out there.
Yo, what's up,
greet
bro?
the people. Greet the people before we go.
We got a cut now.
We cut it right. Yeah, we cut it. We gonna sing a happy birthday, but you're in the building. You can just say hello to everybody.
Yeah. No. I was there before. So I saw. My boy's birthday. I can't leave him out, man. Yeah. But there's some people here that I would like to just shout out, man.
Now, go ahead.
Yo, I see. No, not my family, man. Not my family. There is always one component that I'm probably. This is better for another forum. But it's about how poets build structure. How do you move from the page to the stage and from the stage to in modern society and set up institution and structure? Probably we can facilitate that conversation at another point in time. But I've been seeing for the last 20-25 years just some serious work, and oftentimes it never manifests itself beyond words on a page. And I know we got some strong soldiers here who've been doing yeoman's work. Osagyefo, I can't even say your name enough, man, because you've been in the trenches for years doing this. You know what I'm saying? And there are ways that we can do stuff to better impact communities in a serious way. And there's a history of folks who have been doing serious work that is unheralded. I can say Tony Akeem straight off the bat. You know what I'm saying? To support the thing, but nothing but love, man. I'm feeling it today, man.
Yeah, but Wayne, nothing happened before the time, and I know you have been doing your thing for a long time, but where Christopher and Ben have come from with Black Poets Matter. And in this case, I'm gonna say, welcome Mimi, Black Singers Matter. Damn, girl. All right. It's been great, it's been great,
No, I love it, man.
We're just gonna keep moving forward, like you said.
Yes, man.
But Wayne, I suggest giving Wayne a platform in Black Poet Matter, because Wayne had a lot. I think he had an habit of trying to do things by himself, and I think probably that's why. And I think
trust me, I've known Wayne for at least 25, probably close to that 25. I've known Wayne for a very long time, so he's one of the hardest people to get in touch with. We got him for one session.
I'm not hard to get in touch.
He likes to do things by himself.
we got him for one session. He did one poem and was out. So we definitely gonna use him some more in the future.
Yeah,
so
I'm here, man.
Yeah, so we definitely thank you for checking in. We thank all of the poets who performed this evening. So everybody give them a round of applause.
Just a minute, Ben. He had a lot of knowledge to grant writing.
Yes.
Okay. He's a master of grant writing. So,
right.
Happy birthday, lover boy. Lover boys, Ben and Christopher.
Yeah, man.
Not Ben and Bert and Christopher.
Birthday boys. Bless up. Big up.
Birthday boys.
Yeah, we're gonna sing it out for them. We have a Wayne. Yeah, I've known him for years. Average domino player as well.
No. I'm the grand master.
Can I say one more thing before I go?
Yes.
Econzi, Wagwan.
Wagwan,
Econzi, I heard you.
Wagwan, my soul.
Yeah. And Brother Charles, I'm glad to see you back, sir. Glad to see you, out of the, the unhealthy part of life, and is back on the platform, sir. Welcome.
Bless up, everyone.
Yeah, so everybody that's out there listening, once again, we thank you for tuning in. Make sure you tune in and keep it locked next Sunday, February 21st, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 p.m. somewhere in the Caribbean time. So that's gonna be next week, Sunday. So make sure you come back, and make sure you come back with your friends and your family. So everybody out there and that's listening and on Facebook, everybody that's listening on YouTube. Yeah, we're not gonna, because we keep the sessions quick, but we definitely have to give a tribute for UniverSouLove, a.k.a. Christopher D. Sims, as well as brother Burnett Coburn. So for those that are watching on Facebook, if it goes down, just head over to our YouTube page so you can get the full conclusion of what we're gonna do this evening. So once again, we're doing this for Christopher D. Sims. We're doing this for Burnett Coburn today. We're also doing this for Frederick Douglass. We honor him his birthday as well. Can we get a little bit of Mimi just singing once again over the song? Sing song for us.
Never understood how a man who died for good could not have a David Wood. He said, aside for his recognition, because it should never be just because some cannot see. The dream is clear as he, that they should make it become an illusion. And we all know
once again, we're doing this for Chris, we're doing this for Burnett today.
Or in peace, our heart will sing. Thanks to Martin Luther King.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Never been a holiday, yeah, where peace is celebrated all throughout the world. Time is overdue for people like me and you who know the way true is love and unity to all of God's children. You be a pretty bit, and the whole day should be spent and for remembrance of those who lived and died for the oneness of our people. So let us all begin. We know that love can win. Let life don't hold it in. Say it loud as you can. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday
And we got to get to the part that everybody likes to sing.
to you. Happy
Birthday. Happy birthday. It's so hard.
Much love, appreciate it.
Sister Spence.
Thank you.
Keep
And
us
I'm
in
gonna
harmony.
throw a little one more for the birthday boys before we end out.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh yeah, we gonna keep on celebrating. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. The party's going on and it's worth taking. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh yeah, we gonna keep on celebrating. It's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday. The party's going on and it's breathtaking. Mama took care just to birth you, and life is the virtue. Shall protect you, no one can hurt you. Who God bless, no one can curse you. Your birthday, sir, things reveal. The day that you were born, you opened the seal, and you celebrate what makes you feel. Oh my, it's so real. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh yeah, we gonna keep on celebrating.
See, it's not just Stevie Wonder that sings a happy birthday song.
The party's going on and it's breathtaking. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh yeah, we gonna keep on celebrating. It's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday. The party's going on and it's breathtaking. Oh yes, you should be proud. Let me hear your voice so loud. Let it reach out to the cloud. Gotta share it with the crowd. Give me all the best wishes. Lot of food in your dishes. I wish you see all that more and that's what it is. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh yeah, we gonna keep on celebrating. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
So once again, we thank you all for participating this evening. We thank all of the poets in the room. We thank definitely all of the performers, and we thank you, definitely the listening audience, for helping this event to grow. So once again, keep it locked for next week, Sunday, February 21st, as we continue on. And February 21st, just to give the poets and the listener audience a little update of what's going to happen next week. It's also in honor of Malcolm X's birthday. So definitely we're gonna hear some revolutionary stuff coming from our poets and from everybody out there. So once again, I'm thanking you all for tuning in this evening. And until next time, just saying God bless.